Hi everybody, welcome to Downtime Minis. I'm going to go through a quick tutorial on how I paint my Grimdark Candles. What I have here for today's tutorial is a rocket pod from an impulsor that I've installed some candles for my Black Templars. This is a future project that I will be unveiling very soon on my channel. Let's go ahead and begin. First, we got Rockhearth Flesh. This is without doubt the best candle paint there is from Citadel. For anybody wondering on how I actually install these candles on my models, it's very simple. I just apply it with a homemade combination of sprue goo. Leave a comment below if you think I need to make a video on how to make sprue goo. Alright, let's continue. Now we're going to cover the entire candle in Rockhearth Flesh. All the edges is the only part you really need to be concerned about being precise on. Everything else, be messy with it. It's the best way to do it. Fast, quick, one coat is all you need. Do your best not to go past the edges of the candle wax and the candles themselves. Other than that, just cover the candle in the Rockhearth Flesh. Alright, now it's had enough time to dry. Let's move on to the next step. As you can see, we've added white to our list of paints, but you'll see what that's going to do in a second. Alright, next we're going to grab Agrax Earthshade. Add this with Rockhearth Flesh and you have a combination that is perfect for candles. Now you can take it directly from the pot, but I like to put it on my wet palette. I like seeing it visually on my wet palette. And just like before, we are just going to cover the model in Agrax Earthshade. Just cover it all. One pass is all you need. Thicken it up and you're good to go. Now the only thing you need to be mindful of is it pooling inside the candle head itself. Just dry off your brush and wick away any pooling inside the candle head itself. If you mess up for any reason, just cover it in some Rockhearth Flesh again. Next, we're actually going to cover the candle flame in White Scar. After that, we're going to cover it in Bad Moon Yellow contrast paint. Then we're going to add on some Troll Slayer Orange. And then we're going to do a quick combo of Bad Moon Yellow and Fire Dragon Bright. Before we get to actually painting the candles, here's some examples of what it will look like once it's done. Got an Apothecary Biologist with some candles on it. Not as bright as what we're going for, but they're a lot smaller. And we also have a Terminator, and these are a little bit bigger, a little bit more like what we're going to be painting today. And you can see how much of a difference it can be. Alright, let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put some White Scar on top of the flames themselves. Best thing to do is come from the top, get every single angle you can, and then I turn it 90 degrees, do it again, turn it 90 degrees, get it again, turn it 90 degrees, hit it again. That way I know I've covered it all around. Next, we're going to hit it with some Bad Moon Yellow contrast. You can use others if you like, other yellows, but I like Bad Moon contrast. It's an easy application to the white. Even though it's contrast, just as before with the white, I'm going to put it on and then turn the model 90 degrees and just get every angle I can to make sure I've covered all the white that I can. Next, we're going to hit it with some Troll Slayer Orange. At this step, you could stop and you don't have to use Fire Dragon Bright, but I like adding more colors to make it more realistic. Unlike before, we're not going to add this to every single area of the model of the candle flame itself. Just about 80% of the yellow we want to cover. You want to leave a little bit of yellow in there so you can see the different colors. Now that that's done, we're going to move over to Fire Dragon Bright. Give that a good shake, add it to our wet palette, and then same before, this time we're going to add it a little bit to our Bad Moon Yellow. And this time you want to add this to about 40% of the flame itself. This is all judgment, but being messy is okay. It's a flame, all of them are different. You don't have to be perfect. And the next step is one of my favorites, is you take the Fire Dragon Bright, the Troll Slayer Orange, mix those together, and then you're going to water that down, and you're going to put that on the edge of the candle itself to give it a glowing effect. Now what you want to do is you want to come in at an angle to where you're just going to get the edge. If you hit the flame, that's okay. It's not going to be a big deal, but you want to cover the edges of the candle to make it look like it's on fire. It gives it a good look that it's actually hot and it's casting light on the candle itself. Now since it's watered down, there might be a bit of pooling. All you have to do, just like before, is just wick the water from your brush, go back in, and pull some of the water out of the paint itself. Just go back in with a second pass if you've missed any areas to cover the whole model, and you're done. That is it. We're going to move on to a quick example of what it could look like. This is a repulsor executioner I've worked on with multiple candles, and you can see how it comes out. It's very bright. It's very detailed. It looks like it's actually hot. Simple, quick, easy. You can do it with less paints if you'd like to, but this is how I paint Grimdark Candles. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, like the video, and I thank you for watching. Have a nice day.